Hi, welcome to this talk today, your holistic cancer remedy. And my name is Jeanette. For those of you who don't know me, call me Jin. My passion, my joy is working as a regenerative healer, which I've done since 2011 with my original trainings in Germany as an alkaline health coach. And I'm happy to bring this topic up because I have so many friends, so many dear ones who have been through cancer and have been looking for more remedies, more holistic care during this. You know, the typical route is chemotherapy, and it's completely understandable if that's the path that you choose. In my work, we don't actually do this, and so I'm just really excited to share what I do. If you would like to join my private Facebook group and connect with me more there and connect with the Detox community, check in the description. There'll be a link below, and I'm just so happy that you're here with me today. Really happy to be coming to you today from Healthy Planet in Etobicoke. Healthy Planet has always been a huge support for me and so many in our community, so it brings all of us together who are like-minded. And if you haven't visited the stores, please do check them out. They also have an amazing online store, healthyplanetcanada.com. Just get right into this topic, shall we? Cancer is nothing but damaged cells. So these cells have been damaged by an acid or toxin that got inside, and actually our body is perfectly capable of cleansing out these damaged cells. In the 1930s, Dr. Otto Warburg won the Nobel Prize for discovering that cancer only lives in an acid environment. Then from there we could realize that there is a remedy. We have to be on the more alkaline side of chemistry in order for our body to be able to dissolve any tumors. So if you're choosing the route of chemotherapy, or a dear one has, I totally honor and respect your path, and you can also use these holistic remedies during that process. I think that really, like, some of the information here could really support you to potentially move away from some of that thinking and some of that approach that is not really the most beautiful path, right? If we have a choice in this life, it's to be free from suffering, and I wish that for you. So sometimes just with these conventional treatments, it can be pretty aggressive. The thing about cancer is that most of us believe and have been conditioned to think that it's actually fed by sugar. So I just want to debunk the myth that fruit sugar feeds cancer, which it doesn't. Fruit sugar, okay, it actually is our main energy source, and why would you starve yourself of carbohydrates, carbon, sugar, your major energy source for vitality, to just starve a few cells? There's trillions of cells that need to be nourished, okay? So if there's a tumor, we can actually allow the body to naturally dissolve this. And in these ideas that I share today, you are supporting the body to do that. For those of you who have more of a slender build and you're going through cancer, you're going to be concerned about your weight. Your doctor might make you concerned, raise this as a concern. Oh, you got to keep your weight, Well, I don't want you to be concerned about that. That actually works against the healing process. So you need to think about weight as waste. So when the lymphatic system is backed up, you could check out my previous series, How to Move Your Lymph, here on YouTube. You'll know from watching that series that when the lymphatic system is backed up, the body can't actually dissolve these harmful substances that actually are the tumor, for example, the cysts, any of these deposits. The waste needs to come out in order for the body to heal itself. Don't worry about getting to your most skinniest, even skin and bones, because I know many people, I've helped many clients who they felt their absolute healthiest when they were at their lowest body weight, that people would be afraid for them and be like, whoa, are you eating? Let's feed you. And they actually take them off their detox path because they're not actually supporting the journey that the body actually will go down to its lowest weight when you get rid of waste. But the same diet that took you right down will put the weight back on in a more healthy, vital way. So that's the first thing, is don't starve trillions of cells and not eat the fruit that is actually allowing the lymph to be hydrated, moving, and detoxing out any damaged cells. There's a reason that we built a tumor in the first place. It was too much stagnation of the lymph. If you want more information on that, you want to do some private coaching with me, I'd be so grateful and so honored. You can check out the link in the description below for my one-on-one coaching options. I have some different levels, you know, with my clients. We actually work with curated programs for you guys. So depending on how deep you want to go. Now with cancer, the actual protocol, like that's really, if you do this, it's found to be very effective for you. 100% raw food diet, ideally full fruits, berries and melons. And you might even want to have some green juicing to keep on a little bit of body mass. You could do some green juicing or take some green juices, and having like things like moringa and alfalfa juice are actually quite building for the body. You would want to have lemons, grapes, and watermelons, specifically dark seeded grapes. Seeded watermelon are the most pulling on the lymph. You can have the AlkaHerb Tea by Dr. Peter Gensura or the Heal All Tea by Dr. Robert Morse throughout the whole process, and I'll drop the links for those in the description box below. For breakfast, you want to definitely do all fruit. Ideally astringent fruits, like I mentioned before, the watermelon and the dark grapes. And if you're absolutely desperate for more nourishment and you're really concerned about your body mass, then you can do a superfood blend. And Dr. Robert Morse has some superfood blends. You can also find some at Healthy Planet, which is amazing. Like I talked about the moringa, I talked about the alfalfa. The alfalfa powder is a little bit more unique. You might need to actually find that one online. So the very beginner entry level now, because that's like the max detox, you know, that's what would be totally advisable. For me as a coach, I would definitely tell my members to do that, my members that are going through this, you know. And we're using their word, by the way. There are no such thing as diseases, only states of dis-ease, but we're using the word cancer just so that you know what I'm talking about. But really it's just damaged cells, yeah? So you want to avoid, if you're just coming into this regenerative healing program for yourself, you want to go more gradual. I personally wouldn't. I would go top level right away if it were me. But if you know, you don't feel called to go immediately into all raw foods and botanicals, then you can actually go starting with avoiding milk and dairy, animal flesh, any processed foods, any salty snacks, chips, nuts, crackers, those kinds of things, baked goods and sweets, you know, like they say confectionery, you know, like just like really sweet, highly sweet and processed sugars, you know, foods that are highly processed and sweetened. Of course, honey and maple syrup are perfectly safe and desirable. In fact, raw honey is a beautiful medicine filled with enzymes. Definitely want to be avoiding cigarettes, alcohol, and deodorants and antiperspirants because they block the elimination pathways of the lymphatic system. So that's the means in which you're going to be able to eliminate these wastes that have accumulated in the form of a tumor, for example. So you would want to have 1 to 2 liters of AlkaHerb tea every single day, and you can definitely find that through Healthy Planet with the link below. And you can use that to dissolve the tumor and also to act as a transport system of the acids and toxins that caused the tumor in the first place to be eliminated from the lymph system through the kidneys, bladder, and colon. And you would want to consider also botanical tinctures, which are going to really support, you want to support the liver, the kidneys, all the endocrine glands, the stomach and bowels, your lymphatic system. So you can think about using botanicals, ideally kidney botanicals, along with the AlkaHerb tea morning and night. You could even get on some endocrine gland formulas. You can get on some stomach and bowel formulas. If depending on where the tumor is, you know, if it's lung, for example, stomach, you can use different herbal botanicals for this, herbal tinctures. Reach out if you need any help finding some herbal tinctures. We use some really beautiful herbal protocols here that work really well. And you would want to adopt an alkaline diet, one that is high in fruits, berries, melons, and vegetables, lots of fresh living foods. You can do alkaline body care. So no matter what your diet is like, if you're gonna go all the way to the top level or stay in a more transition level to detox, you can start doing these additional things. So you can do foot and full baths. You can do alkaline body wraps. So you're using these alkaline bath salts that we use, the AlkaBath Salts, or you can use sea salt mixed with Epsom salts. And you want to just achieve an 8 to 8.5 pH with that salt blend. The AlkaBath Salts are already done for you, and they're our ideal way to pull acids and toxins out. These alkaline wraps, you know, over the liver, over the kidneys would be very supportive, but depending on the affected area, you can actually treat that area directly on a daily basis. You could do dry and wet brushing toward the elimination areas, so toward the sweaty glands, and if you need the proper direction in which to brush, I can pop that link below as well. So in the case of chemotherapy, you're going to want to oversupply the body with minerals. So a superfood blend, something that Dr. Robert Morse might offer, or if you can get your hands on some other blend that you like, maybe from Healthy Planet or another health food store that's close to you. Like I said, moringa and alfalfa would be very good. We're not so interested in the algaes. You know, we don't really use a lot of that kind of thing, but seaweeds definitely for the thyroid and other endocrine glands, and to get all your minerals. We would avoid salt, any salted foods. Salt is not actually recognizable by the body. Those are inorganic minerals, and the body actually is using only organic minerals that the plant converts from the earth into usable minerals that are alkaline. So get your alkalinity, your minerals, from your herbs, like these herbal teas you see behind me, and your fruits and vegetables. 7x7 AlkaHerb Tea enemas once every 2 weeks is recommended. If you're eating a lot of raw foods, you don't really need a lot of enemas, but it's wise to keep the colon moving and free and clear of any obstructions, so that the body can take its energy to where it needs to go, to dissolving any tumor or ridding itself of any damaged cells. And then last but not least is learning how to relax the mind and the body connection. So techniques like Yoga Nidra, Yoga Hatha, Iyengar, these styles of yoga that are more relaxing, restorative yoga, and meditation, these practices would really support the body to get out of a very acidic emotional and mental state. You know, negative emotions, negative thoughts lead to more acidosis. So time for rest, you know, calming down the nervous system. It's quite alkalizing. I hope that this video has helped you. I'm really excited that you found me and my work, and I'm here if you need anything. If you need one-on-one coaching or have any questions, you'll find my email and website below as well in the description. For more information to stay in touch with some of these new topics that I put up, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Please like and subscribe to this video if you're watching it on YouTube. That would really help me, as I'm just building my following here. So that would be so lovely. And I also have a program for regenerative healing called the Raw Reset Program, and you'll find that in the link in the description below as well. If you want to dive deeper on your regenerative healing journey in the comfort of your own home, check out the description box below for more information. I just wish you all the very best, dear one. Take care. Mwah.